Good evening, and thank you so much for coming out to tonight's meeting. My name is Mr. Didon, and I'm the Director of Bands at Coleman Middle School. Hopefully, tonight's meeting sheds enough light on the details of this insane world of band you have just entered and helps prepare you not just for this sixth grade year, not just for the 3 years here at Coleman Middle School, but hopefully for the next 7 years of your middle school and high school journey. In the Family Band Meeting module, you'll see the 6th grade band handbook. Go ahead and open that up, and I'm going to spend this meeting guiding you through it to help clarify some of the details and prevent confusion in this massive world of band. The first 6 pages, I will not insult your intelligence and read those to you. I'm going to let you push pause on me and read them to yourself. And we're back on page 7 now, looking at uniforms and awards. The uniform is just for our end of the year concert in May. The concert is going to be outdoors on the Coleman track, and due to the nature of COVID and scheduling this year, I cannot actually provide a date for that concert yet. The earliest I'll be able to get a date set for you is early April, most likely. So as soon as I have the date, I'll make sure you have it in your hands, and I apologize. On a normal year, we would have that date set before the school year even started. But the nature of the beast. So as far as the concert goes, it'll be sometime about 6:30 p.m. on the Coleman track, and all students will wear their Coleman Band t-shirt and blue jeans. The band t-shirt will come with the booster memberships we'll get to later in the meeting. And if you need help with any of that financially, just please communicate with me. We can find a million different solutions for you. The awards available to 6th graders this year are the Scale Sergeant and Scale Colonel Awards. Students will have the materials to begin earning that about spring break. Then the Band Champion Award for passing the entire Habits book is only going to be possible as a 6th grader through private lessons and passing off the songs with a private instructor. Typically, we would do this during 8 a.m. practice, which will be available next year post-COVID world, but we cannot do that and maintain safe protocols this year. So if you're interested in that award and earning that spot this year, I highly recommend private lessons or waiting until 7th grade to be able to really drill down and attack it. The next topic is instrument maintenance. Once your student has their instrument, starting about February 15th, brass players need to make sure they run a cleaning snake through the instrument at least once a week. Woodwind players need to make sure they run a cleaning swab through their instrument every time they pack their instrument away. Brass players should also give their instrument a bath once a month. I'll provide YouTube videos that will show you how to do that. This is all very important because things will grow in the instruments. Moisture and dark spaces, long periods of time, it gets nasty. You're gross people. Clean your instruments, keep yourself healthy, keep your instrument healthy, keep your instrument functioning properly, and everything works great. Also, if there's sugar in your mouth when you go to play, you will breathe that sugar into the instrument. It will collect in little deposits, and it will release an acid called red rot that will eat through the metal of brass instruments. The sugar will collect in woodwind instruments, and we will discover that different varieties of bugs enjoy that sugar, and they will find their way into your case, and then you will open your case for a lovely surprise. Clean your instruments, take care of them. The next set of topics is instrument rentals over the next couple pages. I highly, Highly recommend renting an instrument. Do not buy an instrument. I highly recommend against it because you can find a great instrument overall, long term. The purchase of buying the instrument outright is cheaper than the rental price over 3 years. It is. However, these instruments are very easily damaged and the repair bills get very high very quickly. 11 and 12-year-olds are not the most graceful individuals on this earth. Even if you are the most mature sixth grader in this country, the person on each side of you in class is not. These instruments get damaged. And the rental instruments are a wonderful practice tool to gain the self-control and maturity of taking care of the instrument. Now, the number one company I recommend you can read about is Bringy Music. Here are the main reasons I think they're so wonderful. Number one, they come to Coleman every week. So if you need new reeds, you need new accessories, or maybe your instrument is broken and you need it repaired, one, the repair is free, it's covered in the plan. You might need a $120 pad replacement, and it's free. But they'll come to Coleman and get the instrument for you, so parents, you never have to drive anywhere. How nice is that? On top of that, if your instrument's being repaired, they lend you a temporary instrument to use while yours is being repaired so that you have something to do in class for the 2 weeks that yours is being fixed. Next reason they're so great is they only rent good quality instruments. A lot of other companies out there will give you a cheap option and an expensive option. And the cheap option is a trash instrument that's going to mess up on you all the time, and you're paying to eventually own this instrument. And once you own it, you realize you don't even want that instrument. It's not a good one. So Bringy only rents great instruments. The next best part about Bringy is their quality of upgrade programs. Like I said, these sixth grade instruments are for you to develop your maturity and learn how to care for the instrument and function with the instrument. Sometime in 7th or 8th grade, Bringy is going to give you the option to upgrade to a more professional model instrument that will allow you to grow into a better musician, to showcase your skills and to send your message better, and to allow you to be more successful in the high school music world. You can read the other reasons why I love Bringy so much. If you are a French horn player or a euphonium player, Bringy no longer offers these instruments. I recommend first that you go to Music and Arts. They are the largest instrument rental company in America. They have a branch in Brandon. They do a lot of the same great things Bringy does. However, Bringy is a local company that cares very deeply and has had a great relationship with Coleman for a long time, and they have my full trust. Music and Arts just comes with some of the things, good and bad, of a humongous national corporation. So, Music and Arts is great. You'll have a great experience with them. And I think they will actually be able to deliver the instrument, ship the instrument straight to your house once you rent it. So, if you're a French horn or euphonium player, you'll need to go contact Music and Arts. If you look in the family module, one of the items in the module is a rental information and accessories page. Click on that and you can see links I put to everything. If you're a flute, saxophone, trombone, clarinet, trumpet, or percussionist, I put a Bringy link directly on the page, and you can click on that, and that shows the Coleman package and all the pricings for all the things that you should get. If you are renting from Music and Arts or Sam Ash or Music Showcase, or maybe you already have your own instrument, that's great. That's fine. That's awesome. Check out the accessories needed. You'll need the Successful Habits book. I put an Amazon link to each instrument's book right there on the page. Just click on it. It'll take you to Amazon. If you scroll down farther, make sure you get the instrument maintenance kit that comes with the rental plans for whatever company you rent from, or you can find one on Amazon. And then below, I put specific instrument needs for accessories, different kinds of reeds, different kinds of mouthpieces, depending on what your instrument is. Reeds are very important. I highly recommend you only get the reeds that I recommended on this page. For saxophones and clarinets, that's a Van Doren size 3. Don't go for the cheaper company. It's a big difference. Make sure they're size 3. I want to talk the future of band a little bit. What do you do in middle school? What do you do in high school? What do you do in college? Well, 7th and 8th grade, we have different levels of band. We have an advanced band and we have an intermediate band. Auditions for those will take place in May, and we'll do them through Canvas recordings this year. Once you go to high school, a lot of people are like, oh, there's too many things to balance. I can't do band, way too much of a time commitment. Not true at Plant or Robinson. They have extremely flexible band programs. You can put as much time or as little time into the program as you want. You can have 3 different levels of band membership at Plant or Robinson. You can be in just band as the class period. Your only outside of school times are 2 concerts a year. Class period in the day, and then 2 concerts over the course of the year. Only time requirements. You could be in band class and football band, where your only extra time commitment is Friday night football games and you play in the stands at the games. So you have band as a class period with the 2 concerts a year and Friday night football games. The third option is the time demanding option, and that's being in the competitive marching bands. Those take 2 practices a week, Friday night football games, and several Saturdays over the course of October and November. Marching season is only over the course of August, September, October, and November. Football season ends, marching band season ends. There are a plethora of college music opportunities for you, whether or not you're a music major. If you've ever seen a college marching band, you think, wow, that's really cool, that's huge, that's awesome, that's a lot of people doing music. About 90% of those in most marching bands are non-music majors. Most of them are majoring in anything else. Pre-med, law, political science, whatever. That means those people who are not music majors are getting to all the football games for free. They're getting to travel the country for free. And they're probably getting an extra stipend of $1,000 to $2,000 for the semester. That's pretty cool. Then you can also get extra college scholarships by auditioning to be a music minor, a music major, or even a music double major. Nothing says you can't keep pursuing music at a high level and having fun with music, and that you have to find a career in it. A lot of students in college major in music, but also major in something else. It's extremely common, and it gets you a lot of money for college, especially to private universities. A couple schools like University of Florida and Stetson University, where I went to school, have a program called Music with an Outside Field. That program is extremely awesome because it's like doing a double major, but without the extra general education classes, the basic math, language arts, and science classes that are unrelated to what you're wanting to do with your life. They cut down on those classes and really focus on the classes for the 2 different majors you want, music and anything else. It's a pretty great degree. We're all wondering about how summer camps are going to work this year. A lot of places around the country have already announced that they will be having in-person summer band camps. With the way vaccines are expected to be available over the course of the next few months, there's a lot of hope for us to have an exciting June and July. So information will be continuing to be put out on those. I'll let you know things as soon as I know things. I do know FSU will be offering their camps in person. But my number one camp I recommend to sixth graders is the University of Tampa Band Camp. It's super close to us, and an entire portion of their camp is designed specifically for students who just finished sixth grade. It's literally an entire ensemble dedicated to just those students, and it's a more low stress camp that's very recreational with a little bit of serious. The other camps I recommend for when you finish 7th and 8th grade, the balance starts switching over to serious music with a little bit of recreation. The University of Tampa camp is an amazing introduction to summer band camps. Private lessons are a great resource for everyone, from the extremely high achieving music student who wants to achieve even more, and the student who's really struggling to get this thing figured out to help get them up to level. Great. And the middle student who just really likes band and wants to, do a little bit more extra. It's a great resource, and adding that extra person into your weekly life turns into an extra family member and an extra mentor, keeping you in check and helping you grow and set goals for yourself. I highly recommend the private instructors on this list. They are the best people in Tampa, in the Tampa Bay area. And if you have any questions about them, please feel free to reach out to me. They are wonderful people. I highly, highly recommend them. Most, if not all of them, are offering virtual lessons right now as well. This is a lot of information. You will read all of this, you'll listen to all of this, and you still will probably have questions. That is completely fine. I am going to give you the night to read over, listen to all of this, and process it in your mind. Tomorrow, Wednesday, February 3rd, I'm going to have a Zoom link open. You can find that Zoom link here in the modules where it says Wednesday night Zoom Q&A session. Pop in at your own time. I'll be starting the Zoom after I put my daughter down. I have a toddler and another one on the way, baby number 2, March 18th. So as soon as I put her down, I'm going to pop into the Zoom. It's going to start at about 8:45 p.m. and I'm going to keep it open until people peace out, and it'll be a good time. Hopefully, we got a lot of your answers question. One more note. Make sure you scroll down in the handbook to the Remind app page and you get signed up to join the 6th grade band Remind group. This will save you and the students a lot of stress and help open up an easier line of communication so that I can make sure you're posted on all the things I post. Now I'm going to turn things over to Monica Chandler, our Music Booster president. And so on the module, go down to the next link in the module that says Music Booster YouTube video and see what she has to say.